everyone. Welcome back to episode 15 of Play Like a Girl. I'm your host, Gianna Cambria, and I'm so excited to say that we have a Division I URI women's basketball person with us today, and I'm so excited to say that it's Marie-Paule. Hi, Marie. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, and you?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. It's so great to finally kind of meet you.
Yeah, me too.
I was actually at your last game. I was one of the media people. I was working on, like, literally where you guys were playing. I was like 5 feet away. So I was trying to look for you, but I didn't know if I saw you. I was kind of all over the place, though. So.
Yeah. I didn't see you neither.
So I wanted to ask you, I wanted the first question to be, how did you start with basketball? How did you get into it?
Actually, I didn't start with basketball at first. I started to play tennis.
Okay.
It didn't go well. But after that, I just followed my big brother. Like, he was playing basketball, and I was like, oh, that seems cool. So I went to try it, and still just stick with it.
That's great. I feel like a lot of basketball players that I know started with tennis. Like one of my co-hosts, Laura, she's not here anymore, but she played tennis and basketball. So that's kind of cool that you guys did both of the same sports.
Oh, yeah.
So you mentioned your brothers. Would you say that they are like an inspiration to you, or would you say that they inspired you while you're growing up to play basketball?
Actually, no, because we kind of have I have like 4 brothers and 1 sister.
Okay.
So like my 3 brothers are playing soccer, and there is only 1 playing basketball. But other than that, my parents were already like athletes before that, and they play both handball. So just like sport is just a kind of thing, like, family. So sometimes at some point you just like, like my father just like, okay, you got to pick a sport now. And I just fell in love with basketball.
Well, that's great. I feel you. I also have a very athletic family, and my parents were also athletes growing up, so I can relate to you on that aspect. But with that many brothers and sisters, I bet you guys got into disagreements all the time, because I know I did.
Yeah, we do.
So I'm sure that our audience can tell right now that you have an accent and you are from France, which is really cool. What was it like growing up there?
I mean, it's pretty nice, It's really different from here, I gotta say that. But I don't know, the life in France is, I don't know how to describe it, but it's really peaceful, and I really like it. So
You miss it sometimes?
no, I'm used to it, I still do miss it, I still missing my family, my friends. But, I'm just getting used to not being home.
No, yeah, I feel it. How long has it been since you've been back there?
I just spent my whole COVID lockdown there. So by March, I was already home. I spent 6 months there, so it really changed me, because I'm usually spend only 2-3 months. But yeah.
Yeah, wait, that's actually really cool, because Europe got it like pretty bad. What was going through your head when you guys were there?
I was like, oh, we gotta go back. We have to pack all the stuff, and going back home, it was kind of stressful, because you have to book the flight, change the flight, and I was just relieved when I got there, because that was kind of a nightmare.
Yeah, I have family in Italy, and I remember them being on the phone with my mom and my aunt, and they were just telling us how scared they were when like the pandemic was going down, they literally said that they couldn't even leave their houses, or it kind of looked like a ghost town. Was that how it was for you?
That was the same for us. Like at some point we couldn't like go out without having a permit to go out. So it was really a ghost town. Like nobody was like, I mean, I have a store next near my house, so I kind of see people going there to do groceries. But other than that, I didn't see anybody walking or just hanging out. It was really weird.
So you guys needed a permit.
Yeah, we had like a permit, like either to do sport or do groceries, but we can like be out because we want to be out. Like we have a reason to be out.
And you would get in trouble by like law enforcement if you didn't show them your permit then?
Yeah, like we get fined if we don't have like a permit or that or something to prove that we have to be out to do something.
Do you know how much the fine would have been?
I think in dollars it will be like maybe $290.
Wow, that's crazy because I mean, I don't live in France, but I live in the Bronx, which is kind of close to Manhattan, New York. If you know. But like I just remember it was kind of a ghost town for me, but people were still walking around. It was like hearing that from you is kind of spooky because I couldn't have imagined people in my town just like staying inside because they were told to by and having a permit. Like New York would have probably gone crazy.
Yeah. I mean, you know, they had to do what they have to do, so we can like respect the limitations.
Yeah. Well, hopefully I get to go to France one day.
I hope for you too. It's really nice.
So bad. So when I was like looking you up and reading into you, I saw that you actually played basketball in France as well. So like, do you prefer playing there or in Rhode Island? And like, what's the difference between playing in the States and playing in France?
For now, I didn't get to play like real games, like a real season here yet. So I would say I prefer France because, you know, I just got used to it, you know. I went into formation there. Like I did my high school, like I was a student athlete since after primary school, you know. I just went to being a student athlete since then, and I just get used to it. And the difference I would say between the state and here is just the pace. Here is really much faster, really going hard, and yeah, I feel like it's really much faster here than in France.
Do you find it harder to keep up, or are you doing fine in that aspect?
Actually doing fine. Yeah.
Great.
It wasn't too difficult to adapt myself with it.
Yeah. No, I thought because I know like everybody, whenever they see a URI like basketball player, they're like, oh my God. Like everybody backs up and they're like, whoa, like we're famous in our school. No, it's true. I always feel like people do that when I'm with them. So I saw that you were a transfer from Syracuse.
Yes.
Yeah. How many years did you go there?
I've been there for 2 years.
And then you just came here how many years ago, or did you just come here now?
I just came here like since last year. I came with Coach Tammy and Coach Adeni.
Okay. Did you play basketball at Syracuse?
Yeah, I play basketball. When I came there, it was like being a student athlete in the basketball program.
Okay, that's actually pretty cool. I know a couple people that go to Syracuse, so when I read that, I was like, that's kind of crazy.
Oh.
Did you like? Well, obviously you like URI better than Syracuse, right?
Yeah.
Obviously. So why did you end up coming to URI? What was your big decision?
I think it just for my well-being, like looking for some program that suit me, and I trusted Coach Tammy about that, and my coach Adeni because he's a French coach, so I really trust him on that, and I just decided to follow them.
No, that's great. I am so big with like relationships with coaches because I didn't play basketball, but I did two different sports, and one of my coaches for one of my sports was like so close to me, and she helped me be like who I was, and she helped me develop into the skater that I was.
Yeah.
So I am extremely grateful for them. Do you think that like your coaches have had a big impact on your college like level of basketball so far?
Yeah, I think, yeah, especially Coach Adini, because I did all my workouts with him and everything with him, like even film. And I just felt like he had such an impact on my game and also mentally, because I feel like I'm more tough than I was before. And yeah, I just feel like I'm evolving every time. And so it's pretty cool.
No, that's great.
Yeah.
So you didn't have that with your Syracuse coaches, obviously, but did you feel that way with your coaches in France?
Yeah, like because I'm used to it, having the relation with my coaches. Like I've been trained like that since I started basketball. So for me, it was weird to not having it at Syracuse, and that was unfortunate, because this is a good program, there is like good people. It's just like this missing, and for me, it's just like something that I can like pass on. I need it.
No, I'm glad that you found that here, though.
Yeah.
So if your coaches were watching right now, what is one thing that you would want them to know, or one thing that you want to say to them?
I don't know.
That's okay.
I mean, they're great, and I'm glad to be in their team and to be coached by them.
Oh, that's great. So one more question before we go to commercial break. Why does everybody call you MP?
It started when I was in primary school because I don't know, it just like one player in my team just decided to call me by my initials because it was kind of faster and it seems cool at that time, because I would have never thought that I would be in the United States and having like people call me MP. So yeah, it just like one of my teammates just came up with this nickname and it was pretty cool, so I kept it.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, if I ever see you at the games where I'm working, I'll be like, "Hey, MP."
I would hate.
So with that being said, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. And then when we get back, we're just going to talk about how COVID has affected your season so far and everything else.
Okay.
All right. Hi guys, welcome back to episode 15 of Play Like a Girl. I'm here with MP from the women's basketball team at URI.
Hi.
So the next thing I wanted to talk about was, what is it like being like a Division I athlete? I know you guys have to probably wake up super early, like go to school, do your classes, do your tests, go to practice. Like, what is it like for you?
It's I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, that's kind of a lot sometimes. You have to wake up early, go to practice, workouts, then you have classes, homeworks and stuff, and sometimes it can be overwhelming, but I feel like we kind of surrounded by the good people so we can make this work, and there is always support like for you, so you're not like behind the homework or stuff. And it's kind of like the day goes really fast, I'm just like waking up and I just see my bed at the end of the day. Sometimes I'm just trying to fight like to get a nap at least sometime during the day, but yeah, it's a pretty fast life, I would say.
I feel you, because I mean, I'm not a college athlete, but when I was in high school and I was doing that, I remember waking up, like eating breakfast, going to school, practice, like going to dinner, and then if I had 2 practices in one day, I would go back to my other practice, and I would just be like, I'm so exhausted, I can't even do my homework right now.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But so would you say that the adjustment, well, first of all, how did you get over the time difference?
I don't know, honestly. When I came here, I don't know. Maybe it's because I slept the whole
Plane
travel.
ride?
Yeah. So I didn't really felt it. Like it didn't hit it that hard. So I I assimilate myself pretty quickly and easily on that. And for the rhythm, I think it's just different because now it's college, it's not high school, so
Yeah.
the expectations are higher, and it was
Mhm.
kind of like hard to assimilate both of them. So it took me some time, but I made it.
No, that's great. Do you feel like it's like, how do I word this? I'm gonna say when you wake up, is there ever a day where you're just like, I'm so exhausted, like I don't want to do this, and you push yourself through it? Like, how do you get yourself through those types of days?
uh, yeah, that's happened sometimes, but I can only be grateful because I know some people don't have this opportunity. So I
Yeah.
just thank God and ask Him to give me the strength during the day because I know I can do it by myself. So
Mhm.
I'm just like being grateful because what we're doing is pretty nice and we get the opportunity to have a degree at the end. And I'm actually doing what I love. So I cannot complain, even if I'm tired, I don't feel like I can complain because I'm lucky.
You are very lucky. You literally came from France.
Yeah, I get to travel, visit like see cities and stuff. So I'm just like, I can't complain. Come on.
You got to see so much of the world, so that's insane. Like honestly, I'm so jealous.
Don't be. You're gonna travel too.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
hopefully, when COVID goes away.
Yeah.
So was there ever an injury that you've had before?
Big injury that took me out a whole year, no. But regular injury like ankles and yeah, twisted ankles, back pain, back ache. Sorry, hamstring pulls, like the regular stuff, not big.
I definitely feel. So have those like small injuries that like thank God have not kept you out for an entire year or season? Has there ever been a day where you woke up and it was like really bad?
Really bad. That would be my knee. Like
Mhm.
I tend to have like tendinitis. That's hard, and it's kind of hard because you gotta get going and warming up with the pain so that it can go through when you warmed up.
Mhm.
So it was kind of hard, but I'm not saying that you get used to the pain. Like I'm not saying that I like to play with the pain, no. But you just I don't know. It just like make you tougher, I guess.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Like you, I have struggled with tendinitis before, so I know how painful that is.
Yeah.
I remember waking up and being like, "Why can I not feel my ankle right now?" It was so bad. And then I like put my foot into a skate and I was like, "Wow, like I cannot bend, like I will fall."
Yeah.
It was so bad. Like it's excruciating pain.
Yeah. I agree.
All right, so let's talk about like how the coronavirus and how COVID has kind of changed the URI season so far.
Well, so far we started the season pretty late.
Mhm.
And right now we have some games canceled. So we only played 4 games just before the conference season, which is pretty tough because we didn't have really this opportunity to work on our games yet as a team. So it's we just can adjust ourselves with it. We cannot change anything, because COVID
Mhm.
make it hard, and we're just trying to make the best of it every day. Other than that, we kind of start the preseason too. Like we started to practice pretty late too. We were able to come back only like mid-August, while other universities came back like way earlier. So it
Mhm.
was kind of tough because we I like foreigners in my team. We didn't know if we would be allowed to come back here because the classes will go online. We didn't know if we will have a season. So like, and the president just saying that, yeah, if there is no season and the classes are online, you have to stay in your country and home country. So we're like, oh my God, is it gonna happen? But the season is happening, and I'm really grateful for that.
Yeah.
Now just like make the best of it every day, because we never know when it can
Yeah,
get you.
sure.
Yeah.
I am just grateful that you are playing your season, because if you were stuck in France right now, that would have been like, it wouldn't have been terrible because you would have been with your family, but you would have like been missing the season, and all the fans would have just been so mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would have probably been furious. But would you say that your the lack of practice has like been the reason why you guys have been playing the way you have, or would you just say it was because you got a late start?
I think, yeah, it's kind of hard because we kind of have like a new team, like new players came in. We got freshmen who came in. Like Manu and I, we didn't play for a year. I mean, me for 2 years and Manu for 1 year. So everything is really new for everybody, and we still need time like to get adjust with like to play together and like get the feeling of the season, you know.
Yeah.
I think we're doing pretty good right now. So yeah.
I was at your game. Oh my god! When you guys first started, I was like, oh my god! Like I think we were win. But I was no, you guys were actually playing really well. I gotta say, I was impressed.
Yeah.
A week ago, I had a softball player from our school,
Mhm.
and she had mentioned to me that they have not been practicing at all. There are new freshmen on their team who they feel like they don't know because COVID has happened, so they cannot practice together, and they just don't have games. So the interaction based on like the last seasons that they've had is not there.
Yeah.
And they said it's like affecting their performance. So I just wanted to know if that's kind of what was going on with basketball too.
Yeah, because the preparation that you have during summer, it just fast forward like between September and November, mid-November, before we starting games, and sometimes it's just like it's hard, you know, to create like chemistry like in less than 3 months. Like it's kind of really hard, and we're just trying to manage it. And like I understand her, like it's really hard even for freshmen. I can't even imagine, you know, like you barely have enough time to prepare yourself to enter into the season. It's really hard. So yeah, I totally agree.
Because I feel like if I were coming in as a freshman, especially during this type of season, I would be like, okay, I don't know anybody. I don't know how to get to know them. So I'm like very scared. You know, I would be reserved and held back if that was me, you know?
Yeah.
So do you feel like you like can still get to know the new players, or do you feel like you know them a little bit? Like, is there still players that you don't really know of yet? Or not that you don't know of it, but are there players that you haven't like talked to?
No, I actually talk with everybody. Yeah.
I didn't know if it was the same.
What?
I was just gonna say I didn't know if it was the same as softball. I mean, you guys are playing and softball isn't, so that's why they said that, you know.
Oh yeah, we are like on the same, like in the same building, but not at the same
Different.
level. Yeah, so we're just seeing each other every day. So yeah.
That's great. So you have a great relationship with all of them then.
Yeah.
I remember, well, when I was skating, I've been on the same team with these girls for like 19 years, so we were all best friends. Yeah. But just like us being in the same building when we were at competitions and hotels, like we would make the best memories out of that. Like living together is so fun.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite memory from living with any of your teammates?
Right now with the COVID, not really, but last year, I remember right at the beginning of the semester, we just went to the beach and like spent the day there. It was pretty nice.
Yeah.
Like, that was my first time having like a beach near where I'm living, so I was really happy.
Wow, I bet you're so ecstatic from that.
Yeah.
Was it Narragansett Beach? Probably, right?
Yeah, Narragansett.
Did you see the sunset when you went?
No, we went in the middle of the afternoon.
Okay. Well, Narragansett Beach is beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it here. So going back to COVID, we talked about games, but we didn't really get into practices or like your training. How has it changed your training compared to what it would have been last year as compared to this year?
Well, at first we didn't started practices like together. We're like by groups, so we don't like we're just respecting the restrictions, and it was pretty weird because now you just working with something around your neck or on your mouth or on the nose, so it's pretty, you have to get used to it. And after that, like, you have the COVID tests 3 times a week and stuff. That's, I'm not gonna say annoying, but we have to do what we have to do to stay healthy and be
Wow.
really careful.
So you guys have them 3 times a week.
Yeah.
I did not know that. We have them once a week. I'm a junior, so we just have to get them once a week. That's crazy. I did not know.
Yeah, it's NCAA rules so we know if someone is positive or not, and just to be careful.
Has anybody ever been positive from your team before?
No, thanks God, no. I'm praying that thing like that until the end.
It would have been so scary. Like, you would have had to isolate.
Yeah, and it's really like kind of like a punishment because you have 2 weeks in you lock down for 2 weeks, so no practices. You're not seeing your teammate. You're not like you can just communicate through FaceTime, but it's not the same when when you're not practicing. So it's the conditioning, like, it's not here, and then when you come back, you have to do all again and get ready, and that's pretty hard.
Yeah, it would definitely be hard, and it would just be after having COVID. Like, it's such an attack to your immune system.
Yeah.
That, like, I feel like it would be hard just to dive right back into a D1 sport,
Yeah.
So wow, that's kind of cool. Sorry, I'm just thinking about what we were talking about. Is there any favorite memory that you have of you on the court or at practice so far?
On the court or at practice? I mean, I had the chance to go with the girl last year at some games away. Sorry. And that was like always this one game that I really like it because it was against St. Joseph and the game was really tight. And for the win, we have Erin Jones who hit the threes, like the buzzer beater, and we just won. Like, she just saved the game, and it was like so nice. And we celebrated. It was really fun.
That seems really fun.
Yeah.
Where would you say is your favorite place that you've been so far with URI for a game?
For away game, well, I only went to Philadelphia.
Okay.
And yeah, so far. So I travel a lot right now with URI. But if I have to choose like my favorite destination with the basketball program, it will be Mexico.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, how was that?
That was really nice. That was nice. We went there with Syracuse, so it was pretty nice.
I went to Puerto Rico once for softball.
That's nice.
It's fun because, I mean, did you guys just play basketball the whole time, or did you have downtime to like go to the beach?
Yeah, we have both. We had a tournament, and sometimes we have like 3 times.
Yeah, those are great because I feel like when you go to an away tournament or an away competition, it's always a good thing to have free time with your team.
Yeah.
You have to just know the girls and just make memories,
Yeah, so true.
Oh, all right. So I have one last question for you. I ask this to everybody who comes on the show.
Okay.
This podcast is all about like your story and what it's like for a female athlete. So I just want to know, what do you think it means to play like a girl, and why is it so important for the younger generation to understand?
Well, when I grew up with boys, and when you hear someone saying to a boy, "Oh, you play like a girl," and just sound like something negative, I'm just like, wow, that's pretty bad. And I'm just glad that through the years that people actually make a change on this word and on this sentence. And I'm proud to say, yeah, I play like a girl. I'm a girl, so obviously I'm gonna play like a girl, And it's pretty awesome because you have so much talent, like so much super athlete who like just went before us and just show us the path. And I'm just hopeful for the next generation to do the same, and be inspired. And I'm just hoping that they have not the same dream as us, but they just reach bigger than we do, And I'm just hoping the best for the next generation, and I'm just hoping that they're gonna make a change like people are doing now.
Oh yeah, that was a great answer. I was gonna say, like, even you are like such an inspiration to younger basketball players who watch you in Rhode Island. Like when I am recording your games for the live channels that are watching you, like there's literally younger girls and they're like, wow, like look at MP. They're like, look at the URI team. Like they're playing like a girl. That's how hard you play.
Yeah.
You put into it, and that's the effort. Well, the effort that you put in is what you will gain,
Yeah.
And I agree with you on what you said. I hope that the next generations understand this, but like this like empowerment or this act has been increasing over time, and it's just phenomenal,
Yeah.
But well, thank you so much for being on our show. And
thank you for having me.
If you see me, make sure that you say hi. I'll wave to you.
I would like to.
All of them. I'm going to be working all of them.
Okay.
So I'll say hi.
Yeah.
All right. It was great having you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Have a great night.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so wow, MP, I loved talking to her. She had a lot to say, and she was from France. Like, that was amazing. But next week we have another great guest for episode 16, so make sure that you guys tune in. And as you guys know, this is the podcast called Play Like a Girl for the girls. Bye.